Hey guys, Lockie here. Welcome back to another episode. This is a pretty exciting one. My old man came up to visit a few weeks ago and my mate Cody came along as well. We just geared up in the morning and went out for the day on the water. So let's get into it. Mornings like this are always super beautiful. You got the sun rising, nice colour on the clouds, and we're just cruising down the coast getting ready to put the boat in. Ready, Kato? Right, yeah, we're gonna go neutral. This was the first time I've turned up at a fad and had 10 or more boats already sitting on it. We waited our turn for our drift, jumped in the water. The current wasn't really too strong, but there were fish about. Didn't take long before a nice school swam past us. Just using the throw flasher here to keep them engaged and see if the school can come in for a close shot. It's funny, these throw flashes sometimes work an absolute treat and other times they're just not that interested in them. I reckon it's super important when you're out targeting dolphin fish not to get too excited and rush your shots. I'm just letting the school swim around me at the moment and I'm going to use a different technique with my hands in a second to try bring them back in for a close shot. I'll have a look through the school and try and pick the biggest model I can see. Got a really nice shot into that fish, and now what I'm going to do is just let it dangle for a while and see if I can keep the school around so Cody can also get a shot on. As I'm pulling this fish closer to me, you can just see the beautiful colours, green, nice blue specks all through it. Such a beautiful fish. We actually boated 2 more dolphin fish after that first drift. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of that on footage, but we had a few more drifts after that, throwing the throw flasher around, but no luck. We decided to head back inshore and do some diving, more specifically for kingfish and reef species. As soon as we got in the water at the next spot, there was just surgeon fish, fugiliers. Cody did his first drop, whacked a nice goatee, and we just thought it was going to be a pretty fishy dive. This is my first dive here. I'm just going for a really slow descend. I don't want to spook any fish on the way down. Always just tuck my chin in, make sure I hit the bottom, relax, and then just see what comes in. This blue moe is just hanging around. He's not a bad size actually. I don't really want to take a shot into him with the rocks behind, so I'm just trying to usher him up over this boulder here a little bit until I can get a clean shot where my spear isn't going to hit anything. Waited patiently, got a nice shot into him, and there's a good fish on the board. Throw that fish straight over the gunnel of the boat so Dad can put it on ice. In this dive here, we've cruised down the headland a little bit. I noticed a nice patch of sandy area which kind of met up with the rocks. This is always really good terrain if you're looking for good sized goaties, blue molong, the usual fish in the area. So I take a nice deep dive down onto it and I'm just relaxing at the bottom. I actually notice in the peripherals there that there is a good school of goaties and a couple of good sized blue molong. So what I start to do to engage them a little bit more is just throw a little bit of sand up, put my head down and try to pique their interest as much as I can. Those fish have started to swim into a shootable range, but I have to turn my body around. Notice that everything I do to bring that gun into the right position is just slow and controlled. Again, the slower you move and the more relaxed you are, the better chance you have of getting that fish. Once we headed back to the ramp, put the boat on the trailer, we headed down to our local filleting tables and filleted up the day's catch. We had a nice haul of dolphin fish or mahi-mahi, a few nice reef fish, and the tide was coming up, so it was just absolutely spectacular here. The next mandatory thing we had to do was finish this nice cold tap beer. Then it was straight home into a feed of dolphin fish wings. Just leave the skin on with these guys and just cook it skin down only. Next day was an absolute cracker as well. We didn't get any crays or abalone the day before, so I just wanted to jump in for a quick swim at lunch. Jumped straight in and swam to a few places where I've picked up eastern rock lobsters before. Make sure even in the shallows you check every crack and crevice because these guys can be literally anywhere. These abalone are just sitting on top of the kunji bommy, so this is a good place to look for them if you're not finding them under boulders and in cracks. They can just be sitting on the top, but they're quite camouflaged in with the purple colouring on top. Managed to find another good size abalone, very close to that one that I just pulled off then. And now I've got my two, I'm all done. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. It was really good to get out to the fads the first time we got out this season. Although we didn't get a heap of fish, we got a couple of good sized dollies. Back end of that video, just a little quick rock hop at home, just getting a couple of abalone and some lobsters. Next couple of videos, we've got some pretty fun stuff happening. My mate Zach's coming back down. He lives up in the Goldie now. We've teed up a bit of a boat session while he's down over Chrissy. We should get into some good produce. We always have a heap of fun when he comes out in the boat. And then heading down south towards Bateman's Bay for a week or so over that Chrissy break. Yeah, just gonna rip into a bit of diving down there with Bray, my little brother. Hopefully we get into some good stuff, and yeah, we'll take you guys with us. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the videos.